looking for my buttons here. I really need to get my Stream Deck reset up, but we'll we'll have to. It's on the list. It is on the very long list, but we'll get there. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. How are you doing? What's been going on since the last live stream? And what do you have planned for today? Hey, Iwaki, hello. How are you? Glad as always to see you. So, a lot's happened since yesterday. Let's just say that I am really glad that we're getting the electric wiring in the house redone next week. That's all I'm gonna say. No, it's not. So our bathroom's broken. Um, Not really the bathroom. It's just the bathroom is on its own separate um breaker switch, and two separate breaker switches. There's one for the lights and one for the shower. And last night, the shower decided to blow. Um, we don't know what's wrong with it. There's something up with the electronics because it's an electric shower, and yeah, it blew the entire bathroom last night. We my housemate, the guy who owns the house, managed to get the lights turned back on, but the shower is completely kaput. So yeah, we are without a shower until after next week when the electrician rewires the house. So that's the whole thing. Iwaki, you missed the co-working stream yesterday, but told me what's cooking on my side and what happened. That's horrible. It is, but it's okay. It's fine. Um, the electrician's gonna come over on Thursday to have one final look around the house to make sure that we haven't missed anything. We're gonna tell him about the shower. um, when he comes over on Thursday, he might be able to fix it or temporarily fix it while he's here, but probably not because he's coming over, doing the Thursday thing in his off hours. So chances are he's not going to be able to fix it. Um, but in any event, the wiring is being done next week, starting on Monday. So just as an advance warning to you all, there's not going to be any live streams or anything like that next week at all, just because of the electrics. My computer's being packed up and taken to a friend's house during all of next week. So I'm not even gonna. Yeah, it's next week's gonna be fun, but we're doing it. Iwaki, no, we can't even shower in cold water. Yeah, because it's the shower is completely electric, and if the electric side isn't working, then the shower doesn't work either. That it's just that is the drawback to an electric shower. I love the electric shower. The water's nice and warm. There's really good water pressure. It's electric showers are nice, but if something goes wrong with the electrics, you don't have a shower. That is the only problem with it. So, but yeah, luckily, one of our local shopping centers actually has a public shower, which is weird. You don't expect a shopping mall to have a shower in it, do you? But this one does, and it's free. So, my son, Paul, and one of my housemates, they're gonna go to the shopping center today to take a shower. I've got my board games group tonight, and my friend who hosts the board games group, she said that I could use her shower tonight. So there's that, and then on Friday, Paul and I are going to go back to if the electrician can't fix the shower on Thursday. Um, I'm gonna take Paul and I back to the shopping center on Friday so that we can both take another shower. So there's that. That's what's happening. Oh, by the way, I do need to say real quick. I keep forgetting these disclaimers. That we're gonna be working in The Sims. Well, I'm gonna be working in The Sims 4 today during our focus sessions, and I'm building a house for that's gonna be like the backdrop to our work with me streams. So this is basically like what you're gonna see from now on and during our Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday streams is this setup with the Sims running in the background. And the idea is that we've got my Sim self and in this big house with this one giant room that's got like a bunch of creative stuff, computers, bookshelves, easels, and so on. And my Sim will just run autonomously and do things in the house. And the idea is if you subscribe to me on Twitch, with a tier 1 subscription, or you join my tier 2 membership over on YouTube, that you can if you give me a sim from your gallery, your Sims 4 gallery, that is, I will add that sim either to the household or to a work with me club in The Sims 4. And every stream, everyone in the club and everyone in the household will be in that house together. So your Sims will be in with my Sims working and doing things in the background during our work with me live streams, if that makes sense. So um, if you're interested in that, you know what to do. Like I said, subscribe on Twitch or join the membership over on YouTube. Also, I do need to say, and I nearly forgot again, that I did get the free. I did get a DLC key to the upcoming Royalty and Legacy pack from the Sims team. So huge thanks to them for doing that. I also have one key available for the DLC pack for Royalty and Legacy. It also contains the 2 kits that's being released at the same time. So if you're interested in getting that bundle, please do say so now in the chat, and I will I'll give it to you. I normally do like giveaways, but um, lately I've just not had time to do proper giveaways. So I've just been telling people if you want the key, first come, first say the first person who says yes, please gets the key. I'll start doing proper giveaways again once everything slows down, from the move and stuff. So, and Iwoki, it's horrible, but thankfully we've got some backup options. You remember when your guys are packed up and you had nothing for a month, but you could shower in cold water? Yeah. Yeah, we're really, really lucky that the shopping center has a public shower. I have never heard of um a shopping center having a public shower, but I'm really glad they've got it. I'm definitely really, really glad that they've got it. So, for those of you who might be new, first, welcome in. Second, let me explain what we do on this stream. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday live stream, we do what's called a work with me or a co-working stream. We do a 2015 Pomodoro technique, which is 20 minutes of focus time where you do what you need to get done, and then 15 minutes of break time where we chat, get a drink, go to the toilet, stretch, whatever needs to be done to relax for a little bit and decompress. We do it that way. Most work with me streams do a 50-10 or a 90-10 even, and the reason why I don't do that is because I get sidetracked super, super easily. And I also get burnt out super easily, and 2015 is what I found to be almost perfect for my brain. So if you're like me and you get burned out or stressed out or distracted easily, the 2015 My Quarter Freedom. So, okay, it's really cool that they have that day. Totally, yeah. And you've never heard of that either. You wonder if it's something like that in your major city. You live in a super small town. Your public swimming pools have a public shower, but they close down. Oh, that's sad. That's really sad. That they shouldn't. You know, I mean, I always think that every town should have a public swimming pool. Just because it's even if just because it's a good public service, you know. Sure, you might have to pay like one or two, whatever your money is, you know, $1 or $2 or £1 or £2 or whatever, or euros to get in, but it provides people the a space to exercise, to have fun, to relax, you know, to use a shower if they need to, and it's great. I love our local swimming baths. I honestly don't know where our new local swimming baths is. I know there's one in a town not too far away, but I don't know if there's one actually near us. I'm gonna have to look into that. Because, you know, during the summer, I do like to go for a bit of a swim, although I am not a good swimmer. I do like to go for a bit of a swim. So, you 100% agree. It's an amazing public service for people who have far less than you, but who deserve that too. You don't think you do enough for your homeless. I agree, yeah. I mean, there's loads of charities out there that do, you know, the whole homeless charities, and there's loads in this area. There are loads of homeless charities, but yeah, I always think that you could do more, because as long as there's homeless people out there, that is a sign that the needs aren't being met by the various charities. In a perfect world, as soon as someone was made homeless, they would be given temporary accommodation. Like, the day that they were made homeless, you know? Because it's not always people's fault that they're kicked out of their home. For whatever reason, you know. And even if, like, someone is, like, a drug addict, for example, and they got kicked out of their house because of their addiction, the addiction isn't their fault either. And there should be immediate available help for all sorts of situations, in my opinion. But I am very much a socialist, so... I'm one of those I'm one of those left-leaning, you know, left-wingers. People who believe that everyone should have their basic needs met. And that there should be a universal basic income of, like, the equivalent of a minimum wage that people are given each month, that they can do whatever they want with, so that they don't have to worry about, you know, what happens if I'm made homeless, or what happens if I lose my job, you know. You 1000% agree with me. It's an amazing public service for people. Oh wait, I already read that. It's fine. And I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. And we are going to start our first focus session. So, while we're doing the focus session, I'm going to be creating this, or continuing with this work from the house in The Sims 4. I am super excited about this. It's definitely going to be loads of fun. My nose is just totally itchy today. It's fine. I'm going to clear... Oh, hold on. There we go. I'm a dork. It's fine. How do I can never remember how to clear done tasks. Is it this? Yes, there we go. Okay. I'll get used to these commands one day. I keep saying that, and there are commands that I've got from like Wisebot and such that I'm still not used to, but it's fine. Anyway, 20 minutes on the clock, and as always, my microphone will be muted while we all get our collective heads down to get some work done. So let's let's start, shall we? And I will see you all in or catch up with you all in 20 minutes. right, my friends, we are finished with our first focus time of the day. Excuse me. So I've started in with the kitchen. We've got, all of the cupboards, and I've kind of stuffed a bin in here. I don't know if the bin is going to work here, but what I'll do is once we've finished the entire house, once I've finished it up, then I will put, I'll test everything out just to make sure that it all works. So how about you all what have you gotten done in the last 20 minutes? Remember, even one little tiny thing, even if it's just writing a list or getting a drink, it still counts as doing something. We're not overly strict on this stream. You don't need to get an absolute ton of stuff done. The idea of these work with me streams is just so that you can get something done, whether even a step towards getting something done is better than nothing at all. Iwaki, you got through filing all your student reports. You still haven't gone to get tea, so you'll do that in a bit. Nice. Tea is important. Tea is very, very important. Now, I do need to set the Pomo timer real quick. I think... Is it... I can never remember. I think it's that. Yes, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, today, this entire week, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, is just going to be getting this house done, because I really want to get it all done in time for next week's live streams. So, we've already got at least one other sim in this household. I haven't added them yet, but that is Rock Your World 12. So if I go over into the gallery, itchy nose, and I look for, I think he said it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. So I've already downloaded them. So it says household already saved. So what I need to do is go into create a sim and add Cody's sim self to this household. And I'm gonna do that during our break, so I don't forget. But it's just really easy to do. Where is it? Modify and cast. There we go. I think I might need to
Quaxanas Vobea,
but we'll see. Right, open the gallery. There it is. And then, can I not? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the. It's not a problem. Hold on. This is the problem with The Sims. It can be really difficult to add someone to your household. You gotta turn cheats on and full cast edit mode and all that stuff. Suddenly, my sim is playing in the pond. Iwoki, you gotta do it at the bottom and cast. It's not that. Yeah, you have to actually edit the household. Yep. So it's Control-Shift-C, testing cheats on, and then cast dot full edit mode, and then I can go back into I can go back into The Sims, and I think this should work.
Bantrip, California.
Yes, there we go. So add a sim from the gallery. Look up Cody B2. Place household. There we go. That's done. And then go back into play mode. I do wish that they would, you know, make it easier. There we go. I really do wish that they would make it easier to add Sims to people's households. But yeah, this is what happens for everyone who subscribes to the channel on Twitch or becomes a tier 2 member or paid member over on YouTube. Um, I will add if you give me the name of your sim in the gallery, I will add your sim self to this household. Or um, when if we when we run out of household slots, I'll just put them in the town and add them to my Sims club. So like we can do I can do clubs here. You can do clubs, organizations, and werewolf packs. So I can create a club and add put Sims into my save and then add those Sims to my Sims club and then invite club members over to this house at the beginning of each stream. And then not only will everyone in the household go into, um, you know, be in here during the streams, in this build during the live streams, but also everyone that's in the club will as well. So that is, oh goodness, I think you can have what, up to 8 club members. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can have up to a total of 8, including your sim. So that's an additional 7 club members that we can do. So that's a total of 14 people that can be on this lot at one time. A little bit more actually. I believe you can actually have up to 20 sims in your in one lot before the game starts like screaming at you. Um, but there you go. I absolutely love being able to do this. It's just seriously awesome. So I can say call this a co-working club. This is the co-working club. Twitch subs and YouTube tier 2 members. I can never spell tier. Does anyone else have the problem of spelling tier? It's I before E, but I always type it E then I, and I don't know why. Invite only. I don't want I don't want random people, random townies joining this club. And then we do requirements and club activities. So the requirements are admission rules, which we're not going to do. But the club activities, so we can say, right, we want people to paint. We want people to if I can look around, let's see. Looking for PC because I know that I'm gonna have a PC in this build. So if I can find computers, program, there we go. So programming. Hey Jeeves, how's it going? Glad to see ya. Hey, Walker, your hubby mixes up now and no because he's Afrikaans, and now you also do this, so you have to think of how to spell now and no before you write it. It's so difficult, isn't it? It's like there are certain words in the English language that's just so confusing, even to me, and yeah. And spelling certain words, it's like the words that sound the same but are spelt differently. or that are spelt the same but sound differently. So confusing. Absolutely 100% just so confusing. Right, let's see. I also want people to I'm trying to find things that are, like conducive to reading. That will work because I know I want to have a book, some bookshelves in here. Iwoki, English is such a sticky language. It is like bear and bear. Yep. Bear with me or bear with me. You don't know. Or peak, as in like peeking with your eyes, or a mountain peak. Which one is it? How are the two spelled? People get those confused all the time. So do I. It's, absolutely fine. I'm thinking also of having people in this house meditate. That would be a good one, I think. I don't want anyone to do like TV because we're not going to have a TV in here. So, writing's a good one though. And one last activity. Um trying to find something. Don't really want them I don't want them to go outside too much. Um just because I'm trying to get them to stay in the house. So clean, yes. Cleaning or fixing objects. I'd say fixing objects is probably going to be a good one. So there we go, because there are going to be problems with the house as we play. But how you doing, Jeebs? Everything all right with you? Iwoki, peek and peek, yes. Sneak peek or sneak peek. Exactly, yes. 100%. Okay, so I don't want people to do any mischief and mayhem stuff. So no causing mischief and mayhem. We don't want anyone to like, woohoo. None of that. If I can find it, let's see. It's not going to be in food and drink. I don't think it's art and music. Which one is it in? Social. There we go. So, I don't want anyone to be romantic. We don't want any woohoo. Because that would be awkward. Jeebs, you're doing good. Peeking at some Facebook profiles and being glad you didn't peak in high school. Oh, I like it, Jeebs. Very good. Very good. I stay away from Facebook now. I have told my family that are over on Facebook, if they want to get a hold of me, I'm like, here's my home address, here's my phone number, here's my email address. I'm on Blue Sky, I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube. If you want to get a hold of me, you can do so in one of those places. I've told them all I'm not going on Facebook anymore because it's just so it's just so toxic and so conservative. um, that it's bad for my mental health to go on there. Have any of them reached out to me since I told them I don't go on Facebook anymore? No, they have not. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Ewoki, amen to that. Jeeb, she wants me in a club that's all about the woohoo. I mean, of course, you kind of have to, right? At least, at least once, you gotta do it. Okay, so I really don't want anyone to enjoy the outdoors, and um, I also let's go back to social, and we don't want anyone to be flirty. There we go. That should take care of the vast majority of things. I'm not going to add any Sims to the club because the club, oops, comes after the household gets filled. So the way it is, it's literally first come, first, the first people who want to be in the household get in the household, and then the overflow is the club. Okay, so my friends, we're going to continue with the timer. Iwoki, you kind of have to. You do. If you have the clubs in The Sims, you've got to make a woohoo club at least once in your life. It's the law. All right. Anyway, let's get that timer up, and I will catch up with you all in 20 minutes. And there we go, my friends. We are finished with our second focus time of the day. How are you all getting on? I've got the bathrooms done. Nearly. We got a separate toilet and a separate bathroom. And the reason I'm doing this is, making it separate is because, since none of the Sims in this household are going to be related, and there's going to be a lot of Sims, I figured having a separate toilet and a separate bathroom is probably a good idea. So yes, Jeeves, since you are a sub, since you do subscribe to me here on Twitch, if you would like me to add Rob Robson, the unmodded version, then I just need your gallery ID so I can make sure that I can find the right one. So let's see. Let me go over here, because this is open to all subscribers and all tier 2 members. So if you're a subscriber on Twitch or a tier 2 member on YouTube, then you can get one of your Sims into this household. So let's see. If I go into whoops, no, I don't want to cheat Sim info. I don't want to kill. I want to modify and cast. That's what I want to do.
Febine Bapsani.
It's fine. So we want to add another Sim from the gallery. And we want to look up Rob Robson. How do you spell Rob Robson? Rob Bobson. Rob Bobson.
Oh.
Yes, that's the one. So let's see if we can find him. No results found. Do you remember what he's called in the gallery, Jeeves? Because I'm definitely not finding him. Let me look it up. Your game only takes a few minutes to load. Yes, no worries. That's absolutely fine. So, just to let you all know, after our break for lunch, or, our midday break, you know what I mean. When we come back at 2 p.m. UK time, we're going to be during at least one of the break sessions, we're going to be taking a look at the Q&A that the Sims team did yesterday on their Discord about this new world, and see if we can learn a few things that even I don't know. And I have searched through the new DLC pretty well. But there's always new things to learn in these packs. They hide things, do the devs. They love hiding little secrets and bits of lore that really take some looking and searching and lots of gameplay to figure out. I really like that they're doing these Q&As as well, because it makes it more fun, It makes the hype so much more, and it's really cool that the devs are willing and able to answer questions from, what people are asking in the Discord. It's really neat. Really, really neat. I like it. Yeah, I would search by your gallery ID, Jeeves, but I don't even know. I don't know your gallery ID name either. So. But yeah, for those of you who have just dropped in, welcome in to the stream. This is a Work With Me stream, and every Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday from 10 a.m. to noon UK time and 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. UK time, we do these streams. And they're 2015 Pomodoro, 20 minutes of focus time, and 15 minutes of chatting, talking about The Sims, talking about Paralives, any other life simulation game or cozy game that looks interesting. We'll take a look at the store page for those, synopsis and everything. And it's loads of fun. Jeeves, you don't know your gallery ID either.
So.
I like it. How do you not know your own gallery ID? So funny. You never share anything? I gotcha. I have a tendency, I do my best to upload regularly, so like this house will go into the gallery. I'm trying to keep it to base game. Was it base game? Things that are, unlocked.
So.
The two newest kits, so it's the Tea Time one and the one that came with, the one that comes with the Royalty and Legacy DLC, and the Royalty and Legacy DLC as well. I have added the toilets from high school years, just because I wanted those stalls. Jeeves, you play and use what other people build. That makes sense, yeah. Some people, that's what the gallery is for. Is to use what other people have uploaded. And if your whole thing is gameplay, then and you don't have time to build or really create others, create Sims yourself, definitely a good way to do it is go on the gallery and grab things that you want/need. I personally, I like going into this. So if you go into rooms and paint and just search painting, you can find a lot of custom made paintings that people have put into the gallery, and it's not custom content. It's just you take the way you do it is you it's basically a recolor. So you take images that you've created yourself, go into Sim Studio and take those images and put them on images, on empty canvases and empty photo frames and such like that's in the game, and then you can put it up on a wall in your game and then add it to the Sims gallery. And there's absolute loads of paintings that you can get. Absolute tons. And I freaking love it. Absolutely love it. Just the fact that you can get so much stuff by like this, by going through the gallery. If you want something specific, then you can look up like rainbow. There we go. And a bunch of people, people have put up different rainbow paintings and stuff like that. Which is great. Really, really neat. I love it. Hi, Augie. How you doing? Glad to see ya. Jeeves, your whole deal is bonkers. I mean, you wouldn't be Jeeves if your deal wasn't bonkers, right? Augie, the game sound is overpowering my voice. Oh, is it? Hold on. Thanks for letting me know, Augie. Let me fix that. So there we go. How's that sound? Is that better? Or is it too much now? Augie, sorry you're late. You were visiting your brother. No worries. Family comes first. Always. Family and IRL stuff. Maybe a tad lower on the game sound. Put it lower. Hold on. The problem with this thing is it's so... There we go. How's that sound?
Ooh.
It's all about getting the sound just right
So.
on these things. You gotta get literally just inch it down. Like centimeter, hair's width by hair's width on this audio music. I could also go into the game itself. That's my sim self, by the way. I can go into game options, audio, and turn down the volume a little bit as well. So if I turn the master volume down to like 90, then that might work as well. Let's see. Jeeves, have you figured out what your what Rob Bobson's name is in the gallery yet? That's better. Aw, sweet. Glad to hear it, Augie. So, how did your visit with your brother go? Jeeves is still loading. No worries. Just put it in the chat when you figure it out, and I'll do it all. Augie, you found it hard to concentrate on what I was saying. Yeah, it happens. So I was just talking about all the different things that you can get in the gallery in The Sims. So, like, if you go into the gallery, you can look up painting. So let's say if you want a painting of a dog. Then you can type in dog painting, then go to rooms. There we go. And you can get paintings to put in your Sims house of different dogs. And it's all like custom content that's not actually custom content. I mean, look at all these cute little doggos. seriously adorable paintings in here. Some people have put images that they've created themselves. Some have put photos of their actual dogs. Some people have painted in the Sims of their Sims dogs and put them into the gallery. It's just really cool, the amount of stuff that you can find. I love it. Jeeves, you've got like 100 gigs of custom content and mods. Wow. I remember a few years ago, I decided, I think it was when I got 200 subscribers on YouTube, I celebrated by downloading 200 mods and pieces of custom content. Actually, no, it wasn't custom content, it was just mods. It was just game-changing mods. I downloaded 200 different mods. And, I ended up getting rid of a lot of them because some of them didn't work. Some of them clashed with other ones a bit too much. And some I just flat out didn't like. But when I did that, I kept, I would say, probably about half of them for the rest of that year. So I rather enjoyed it as well. It was loads of fun. It was just a pain in the neck due to all, every time the game updated, I couldn't play the game for like 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm glad that your brother is doing alright, Augie, and glad that the visit went well. Jeeves, the gallery ID is Jeeves81. Sweet. Okay. So if I go hashtag ID, households, enter ID, and we go Jeeves81. There, Bobson. Fantastic. So I'm going to favorite the household, add to my library, place household. There we are. So we now have my sim. We've got Rock's sim. And now, Rob Bobson. Fantastic. Just in time as well, James. Thank you very much. Well, let's go back into the lot. And we have run out of time for our break. So let's hit that timer. And congratulations, Rob Bobson. You've graduated high school. Let's get that timer going, and I will catch up with you all in 20 minutes. Just as a reminder, by the way, for those of you who might have just dropped in, we do 20 minutes of focus time followed by 15 minutes of chatting or break time. And during the focus times, my microphone is muted. there we go. That is our third focus session done for the day. I'm getting there with this build. Um, we've done both. I've done both bathrooms. The toilet and the bathroom. I really like the bathroom, by the way. This is probably my favorite room at the moment. It's lush. There's loads of candles dotted around the bath. I even put in a little bit of clutter. We got the vanity. I really, really like this bathroom. And we're getting there on the rest of the house, you know. We've got, whoops. We got the kitchen done and the bedroom done. So the kitchen I also really like. Wookie, that wallpaper is so dreamy, isn't it? It's beautiful. It's part of the Royalty and Legacy pack. And I think it's part of the Royalty and Legacy pack. Hold on. Is it Royalty and Legacy or is it the Tea Time Solarium? Hold on. Let me figure it out. Yeah, it's Royalty and Legacy pack. There's 3 different ones that are like this. So there's the Calm Cove canvas, which comes in a lot of different swatches, including, the neutral one. Then we got the Nautical Nostalgia, which only comes in 4 swatches, but it's still really pretty. And then you got the Floral Fantasy Fresco, which also comes in 4 swatches, including a plain one. And it's also quite pretty. So, but I opted for the Calm Cove for this build. Just dotted the images around, as well as a few plain ones, where I couldn't get the image to fit. Yeah, I like it. It's really nice. Hey, Loki, those kitchen doors are gorgeous. You can't get over. I know, they're so beautiful, aren't they? I mean, just all of these doors are just, and the matching windows, just so pretty. And yeah, it's all part of the Royalty expansion pack, yeah. Augie. Yeah, how are you doing, Ewoki? I hope everyone is doing alright today. I'm really excited for this week. I'm gonna have a busy week ahead of me. I really am. I've got videos that I need to record. I've got and edit and upload. We've got live streams all the rest of this week. Cole's wanting to live stream again on Friday, which is awesome. So it's gonna be an absolute fantastic and great day, I think. Augie, you're doing good. You've received a new phone for your daughter and you need to set it up. Nice. I hope she enjoys it. And look, you're doing well. You're alright, no complaints. You asked me I asked you early and you didn't answer. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. The amount of times that I miss something that you all put in the chat, it's fine. So, Augie and Jeeves, you all missed my announcement this morning. Our electric shower went out last night. The electric's it's blowing the fuse. So when we turn on the shower, it just blows the fuse box for the bathroom, because the bathroom runs on its own fuse box, luckily. But yeah, it's the shower is completely gone. So we are hoping that the electrician can fix it. He's supposed to come by on Thursday, day after tomorrow, to take a look around the house, make sure there's nothing that we missed for the rewire. And we're gonna tell him about it on Thursday in the hopes that he might be able to do a quick fix for it to last us until Monday. But even if he can't, it's fine, because we've got the whole rewiring happening next week anyway, so it'll be fixed. The only downside is we don't have a shower now, because it's an electric shower and we can't use the shower if, the electrics don't work. So we're having to take, we're going to shopping center and using their showers. Luckily, a nearby shopping center has public showers, so we'll be using those once or twice to tide us over, and then do like sponge baths, for the rest of the week. It's a mess, it really is, but there you go. Augie, your daughter's old phone has a dodgy battery. And yeah, I'll agree with you, Augie. Yeah, it's definitely a nice upgrade. Your brain isn't all here today. Neither is mine. I mean, to be honest, I don't think my brain is completely here most of the time, so it's perfectly okay. We're getting on with this, though. I think this afternoon I'm gonna finish up on the living room, so y'all can see how this is working out, can't ya? So this is gonna be the computer area. This is gonna be the art area. So we've got this is I'm planning on putting like easels here on the raised plinth, along with a small table with an assortment of items, for the Sims to paint. Once they get up that skilled, then yeah, this is gonna be computers. So I'll put like 4 desks and 4 computers over here, and then this is the living room area. So this is the rest and relaxation area. So we got lots of places for the Sims to sit. I'm going to be putting some bookshelves over here as well, like some books over here and there, and maybe behind the sofas here. Then I'm thinking of this area being like an assortment of other things, so more, activities, so like putting in, here we go. So we got lots of stuff here. So we've got a chess table, so I can put a chess table here. I do not want them to dance, so there's going to be no music, no dance floor. I could put a banquet table here so that they can have ready-made food, so they don't really have to worry about cooking. I'm gonna have to go into base game for a lot of the activities, but we're gonna do that. There we go. Let's see, activities, definitely want the chess table, the bonsai tree, the easels are a definite need be, maybe out here, outside, put a woodworking table, a couple of woodworking tables, just a bunch of different activities that the Sims can do, exercise, yoga, stuff like that, Littlest Neighborhood Library. I forgot we had that. That's a little outdoor bookshelf. I might have to put that in. But yeah, there's loads of different little activities that I can put in the house for our Sims to do. I'm sure there'll be plenty here for all the Sims. So what phone did you end up getting your daughter, Augie, if you don't mind me asking? I need to save before I forget, because I haven't saved at all in the last 2 hours. I've been very naughty. Maybe gardening. Yeah, we could do some gardening stuff as well. Some indoor plants. That might be a nice thing to do. is done with whatever task it was that you were doing. I think this place is gonna look pretty good once it's all finished. I mean, I'm hoping that we've got enough beds, because not everyone is gonna sleep at the same time. So having 4 beds, I think, will work. If any of them get too tired, they can always nap on the sofa or something, you know. So that'll be okay. The kitchen is definitely decked out, although I might move this stuff over here, like this, and then put the banquet table over here. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that now while I'm thinking about it. The bountiful banquet table, here we go. So let me get rid of all of that, and then put this banquet table in. There we go. And I think this is the type of table that you can click on and buy food. So that will definitely work. There we go, that looks a little bit better. In fact, let me just double check. Oh yeah, it is. Here we are. Serve assortment, serve all, serve food. There we go. That's great. That is fantastic. Okay, so yeah. This way, like I said, I can just like have a sim serve an assortment of food. So we can do that. Yep, there we go. Hit play. And then the sim will come over and make a bunch of food up. So that works. I do want to go ahead and... Yeah, it's fine. They can grab snacks from this and that. Both of these are actually work, which is really good to see. The teapot is... you can stock it with tea. That's awesome. That is seriously awesome. I absolutely love that they've made these so that you can grab snacks from them. How cute are these little... I mean, they're low poly, but how cute are they? They're just, you know, you got your little English tea set up here. I love it. Hi, Arena. How are you? Glad to see ya. You've redeemed add a command. Alright, what have you done? You would like exclamation at Pomo, which gives a list of the commands for the Pomo if it doesn't already exist. You kind of forgot how it worked again. For that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make instead of a command, I'm gonna make a panel down underneath the video, or an overlay. But basically, you do timer help, and it gives you a bunch of different ways that you can use the timer. You can also do Pomo help, and it gives you even more. So there you go. It's already built in. So I will refund your points, but I will also put a panel that has all of the stuff as well if I don't already have something like that down there. I don't think I do. But yeah, I can definitely make a panel. You're very welcome. I already do. You were, okay, okay. I'm glad that I remembered to do that. I had forgotten that I had remembered to do that, but thank you for confirming that I had remembered to do that. So how you doing, Arena? You all right? Glad as always to see you. My game audio is loud compared to your voice, or compared to my voice. Okay, I can fix that. Not a problem. Let me go back into game options, and I can turn down the audio just a little bit more. So if I turn it down, it was 90. If I turn it down to 85, we'll see how it goes. Let's see. How does that sound? And you're doing good. I'm just fine, thank you. I really want to take a shower, but I can't because it's broken. Um, but other than that, I'm great. Please up my voice. Up yours, Muir. You feel that's more so the struggle? Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. I mean, I can do that. How's that? I can bring the microphone closer to my face. I can also turn down the music a little bit more if need be. That's better. Okay, sweet. Yeah. Then that's what I'm gonna have to do is just move the microphone a little bit closer to my face is all. So I'll remember that for this afternoon. But my friends, it is time to head off and have our afternoon break. So I'm going to go ahead and whoops, I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and exit the game. Arena, make the music a little bit lower. Like, okay, yeah, I can drop it down a bit lower when we come back. Not a problem. Oh no, all my stuff's gone. Kidding. How the game does this is so weird. When it saves the game and exits, it's weird. It's fine. It's fine. No worries, Arena. No worries. But I'm sorry that you just came in and I'm leaving now. So, but thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget 2 p.m. UK time. That's in about 2 hours from now. We will be back. I just need to get myself something to eat, go for a walk, get some fresh air. All the usual stuff. So, Hiwoki, do I have a creator code? Yeah, I do. It is Merely Sims. It is my username, so it is literally that right there. Arena fleeing the moment you arrive. Wow. No worries, Iwoki. Thank you so much for asking. I do appreciate it. Hold on, let me just catch up. See if there's absolutely anything that I missed. And Iwoki, the build looks good so far. Thank you. Augie, you got your daughter a Samsung A16 and a SIM card, which she has never had before. Oh, that is seriously awesome. They grow up so fast, don't they? They really, really do. And that's I'm caught up, I think. Fantastic. So my friends, have a wonderful afternoon. I will see you all later. 2 p.m. Don't forget, 2 hours from now. Until then, Arena, how does it work? It still works. So you can continue typing in the chat, and the bot will keep track of everything. You can also go to someone else's channel who is using Super Sweetbot. Just search for the Super Sweetbot tag, and it will still work on their channel as well. So you can either stay here and continue doing, exclamation task, exclamation done, and so on, or you can go to someone else's channel while I'm gone. Completely up to you. And that is really, really cool. That is one of the really awesome things that I love about the Super Sweet Bot. So, no worries. I will see you all at 2 p.m. In just 1 hour 45 minutes. I'm gonna stop talking now so that I can, get some lunch. Bye for now.